Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome to the channel. All right, first cards that we have out, I'm looking at Ten of Swords and I'm also looking at the Lovers here. Looks like you're making your way out of something that had felt like it was sort of like pulling on you or dragging you down energetically. This could have been something that you were going through that felt like a lot, like mentally to be working through. But it feels like this is like getting something over with now, because having it be Ten of Swords shows that this isn't a situation that's happening anymore. Like this is something that's finished. It's something that's closed out. To having the Lovers here feels like a focus on you connecting with someone. And maybe you feel that Ten of Swords can feel like the opposite of that. Like there was something that you were working through that you felt like because you were going through something and it was taking so much space mentally that was like where all of your energy was going to. And now having the Lovers feels like you're able to connect in a way that like now you can bring your energy to this. But I don't think you were necessarily feeling like it was there before because you were dealing with something else or had something else on your mind. But this would have been something that was really heavy, but it could have been taking you away from like a partnership or a relationship, which now I'm seeing you're able to put your energy into that, but you needed to work through something first. So you could have been like, I'm going through something, all of my energy needs to go into this right now, allowing me to close this out. And now I'm seeing after that the Lovers be here, and it feels like there's some type of like peaceful interaction. There is a peaceful situation that you have with somebody. In this Lovers, what's like calling to me in this picture is the circle around it, which feels like protection, and it's you and it's another person, and they're like just connecting with one another in like this very, like it can feel powerful and it can feel strong, but there's also something about this being like a light touch or something like that, because in this picture it's just like their fingertips that are touching one another. So it feels like it's more spiritual than anything. Like maybe you feel like there's a focus on energetics rather than physicality. It can be like that type of thing. And I'm also seeing the Fountain here, which is specific to this deck. I've been seeing this more and more often, the Fountain coming out. Let me, actually, I haven't pulled this out in a long time, but I'll read what it says for this card. All right. It says, our interconnectedness on this planet has never been more clear. Technology has given us near limitless access to knowledge, more than we could possibly comprehend. It has illuminated the interweaving and singular consciousness that sages, witches, and shamans have embodied for thousands of years. The Fountain card has this external context beyond human experience in which anything and everything can happen. Beyond these cycles of the earthly world, it reflects both solitary experience and timeless unity. It is the ether in which we navigate our imperfect lives and the substance of life itself. So that is what the Fountain is connected with. So whatever it was that was going on, it feels like now you're coming out on the other side. I do feel like Ten of Swords was taking up all of your focus and all of your energy to work through it. Like so much of that was sort of aimed in that direction. But now that this is closing out, it feels like it allows you to focus on whatever this is that's connected with the Lovers. That now you feel like, you know, Ten of Swords can also be like, I'm isolated right now because I have so much going on mentally that I don't feel like it allows me to see other things or connect with other things because I feel completely like flattened by this. You know, it's something that's just pressing you down and pressing you down and pressing you down. Having the Lovers then feels like something that you're connected with now that is remaining strong and steadfast. And the Fountain feels like a miracle even that you're experiencing now. And this can be like specifically within a relationship or within a connection of some sort. Especially after going through like a hard time or something really difficult. So you could have also felt like now you have a type of support. But I'm seeing it not, like regardless of what the relationship is, it's about connection. And it's about feeling even like something is sacred. And it's about also being reminded of like the magic of things or like the cosmic energy behind things. And feeling a sense of support and connectivity because of that. After going through something where you may have been like, I'm dealing with this on my own, or like this is a me problem, or like I can't tend to this right now because I have this going on, to pop out as the Lovers can feel like I'm struggling through this thing. Now I feel like regardless of what's going on, there's that sense of connection that nothing can like take away from me. It can be like that type of feeling that you're experiencing. But it could have been something that you were really stressing about before. Yeah, I'm seeing Six of Wands here. So whatever this is that you've been working through, that you could have, I don't know what your impression sort of this as you were going through, but it was something that definitely hit you hard in some way. Having Six of Wands is you coming out on the other side and actually like successfully making it through and successfully accomplishing what you needed to accomplish. Having the Fountain can feel like something was inevitable or something was like destined to be taking place. And having the Lovers here feels like this has to do with connection of some sort. And something that can't be disturbed is what this feels like. Things are getting so much better, I'm seeing. I'm looking at the sun coming out here. This feels like there's a freeing of the throat chakra as well. That can be part of this too. So in this Ten of Swords, see how this person is sort of like scrunched down by the weight of all of this? It's like feeling like one can't move, like there's nowhere to go from here. Like it can feel like a rock bottom at that point. I'm seeing this be connected to the sun. So then having it, going from that to then the liberation of the sun, where you see this little character swinging around in the sunlight, which is connected with like happiness and fun and joy and freedom and expression. You go from feeling like there was something that could have been like really constrictive in some way, and like mentally even restricting you to only be able to channel your focus and your energy into whatever this was that was going on, to then feeling like there's a sense of liberation and even like protection underneath the sun too, because it feels like there's like an umbrella of the sun's rays. And this is something where like you feel like you're squished, almost like this is siphoning the life out of me. And then having the sun here, the sun is connected with your vitality. And so you can feel like really recharged, but it's after feeling like something had pressed you all the way down, where you could have felt like, I don't know, like there's nowhere to move anymore. So you could have felt like something squished you all the way down. And then this feels like elevating all the way up, or like bursting out or something like that. So now you've been liberated. Maybe you also needed to see how small this was making things for you, whatever was going on in the beginning of this. Like it was something that got so intense that maybe you were just like really forced to look at something, and like how low or small or little or like restricted you were in some way. And then having the sun feels like all of this got like lifted, or you broke out of it, like the cycle had completed itself, and so it transforms into something else. And what that energy evolves into is a type of freedom that may feel very opposite to what you had been experiencing before, where you don't feel like there's any running out of anything, like completely recharged even with the sun. And you could be feeling really hopeful too at this point as well, but that may not have been how you were feeling before. Okay. Keeping yourself in a space where you feel optimistic is going to be really, really helpful right now. But you may need others to help you out with this. So you see how the sun is like this circle at the top and how it's shining its light. So you get all of the like benefits of what that does, what the sun represents archetypally speaking. Now having this 3 of Pentacles come out, see how it's like mirroring that shape. So you have this here, which is like all of that energy of the sun and archetypally what goes along with it. Now over here feels like your own version of the sun. So you like carrying this energy and there being help to like complete the cycle or complete the circle to allow it to keep doing what it needs to do. But this may be like, I need to collaborate in order to do that. I need to allow help. I need to allow support in order to do that. And you see this person is like the main character, right? So it's like still all about you. It's not about like whatever else is here, although it is like a supportive structure to allow this to sort of continue in the way that it needs to. So this can be like, I'm open to listening, I'm open to sharing, because 3 of Pentacles is a collaborative card. So it's about learning and expanding and other points of views and being willing to be like cooperative and being helpful and allowing help and those sorts of things. So it's like a card of teamwork. So you are working with your team here to sort of like maintain whatever this is. So it feels like continuing to carry this into this next step of things. I think the High Priestess was, High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck. So this may be like somewhat of an intuitive process for you where you really have to just trust your instinct. I'm seeing it also with this 3 of Pentacles. You see how this person is carrying the main chunk of this. That means also that there's like, that this is up to you, that there's a responsibility on you to be the one, like this is the foundation of it, like you have to hold this part together. So that means that if you're not there to hold it together, maybe you feel this whole thing can sort of disintegrate. So I'm seeing it be important that you remain sort of steady and stable, like holding this part of the structure up and then like allowing these other pieces to sort of complete it. I'm seeing the Lovers, so there definitely can be like a partnership or something that's involved in this, and like teamwork being needed or like necessary to the function of this. Having the Fountain here feels like something very cosmic or something that you're like, this was way out of my control and it felt very supportive of this thing that I have going on. And so it must be like meant to be this way, something like that. Where you could have felt like if the universe didn't support this, it could have totally collapsed this system. However, you're looking at the universe like being supportive of this. And so you feel like that can be even more confirmation that this is something that's supposed to be like activated currently. It looks like you're also seeing outside of yourself as well. There's some type of interpersonal issue that looks like it's been being addressed too. But I'm seeing this be like the situation isn't happening anymore, it's over. I'm also though seeing the 3 of Swords here too, which means that like you may be collaborating with somebody and working on some type of healing, So this means that I'm hearing tech. This means that you could be working with in a partnership with anybody actually. This feels like a one-on-one kind of, or there's a main one-on-one and then there can be other people involved or another person involved. But the way that this Lovers is coming out, it feels like there's like a main partnership to this, and that there's a focus on healing as well, healing through connection. So I'm not seeing this be something that you're doing on your own. And the Fountain feels like the universe is really supporting this to be happening right now. So you can feel like something is really falling into place, or something really did fall into place with this situation where you're like, wow, this is like really what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm seeing 3-3 here. You could also feel like there's something, having the Fountain and having 3 of Swords feels like something mystical may be happening, or something outside of the norm may be happening, where maybe this healing is going to be really happening very rapidly, or maybe there's just something that feels very outstanding about this for some reason. Seems to like you're nurturing yourself as well now and understanding emotions, and that can be part of this process too. I am seeing 3 of Cups. So there's a lot here that focuses on you having support. I'm seeing this feels like it was all getting something to you to get back in touch with something within yourself and to nurture something within yourself. I'm seeing it be connected with Cups, so this is connected with feeling and like a willingness to feel, a willingness to reflect, a willingness to recognize, a willingness to sort of be in that space and see this as sort of like a part of your process within your life. So this can feel like a win emotionally, where you're like, I'm getting in touch with something that maybe because of what I went through, I had needed to shut down, or it had shut down that part of myself. But now because of the way that things are going now, I'm seeing this sort of like open back up for you. So you can feel like that thing that I had perceived I was disconnected from before because of what I had gone through, I'm now getting back connected with this again. And I'm seeing like deep, like even cellular healing that is happening here. You can feel like this is also happening on an energetic level, which is sort of like where everything occurs in the first place anyway. Looks like there's also major healing within a partnership too. But this can be like, because I'm working with this person and we're working together, it's healing this aspect of me that was maybe like perceived as being damaged within a past partnership, whether it be the same person or you're working with a different person now. And having 3 of Pentacles and having the Fountain here be connected with one another, it feels like there's a very like cosmic energy that is integrated into this. Like something brought this together, or is allowing this to function, or is allowing this to work, where you can feel like this is very, very, very supported by the universe for this to be happening. And I'm seeing the Sun, and I'm also seeing 6 of Wands, and it shows that something about the energy of the Sun allowing this to be working itself out currently. And it can also be shedding light on the fact that like something is moving in a successful way, that something is working, like something has happened now that was meant to be happening, that something has been accomplished, and it feels like it was getting you back on track, like getting you reconnected again in a way that you could have felt disconnected from because of what happened. So you could have felt like you were shut down, or something was repressed even. Like 10 of Swords, how this thing is like weighing on this person and they feel like they can't move. It feels like it's opened you back up to being able to connect with something where you had not been feeling connected. It's like something about the pathway got like covered in dust, and this just like blew it off of there, and you're like, wow, I can feel this again. I feel it being plugged in again, like that type of thing. I'm seeing strong Gemini energy here. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.